Okay, hey y'all. So, bouncing the baby. And I kind of just wanted to redo the birth story video because I feel like I left out a lot of details, and I just wanted to be as articulate as possible and really relay to y'all what went down and how to go about it, and just things of that nature, like things that I feel people need to know, things I would like to help people with. And if you have any questions, please feel more than free to just hit me up. I'm bouncing on this ball because I don't have a bouncer or a swing, and yeah, I'm basically the source of my baby's entertainment, if you will. But okay, so let's begin the story for real. So May 20th, here I am gonna start at May 20th again. May 20th, I'm chilling, I'm relaxing, having a good grand day, and it was perfectly good that day. Perfectly good, perfectly fine. I wasn't feeling any cramps, contractions, or none of that, so it was a good day, May 20th. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all, what really kickstarted my cramps and contractions was a little bit of sexy time, okay? A little bit of sexy time. I was 37 weeks at that point, and your baby's ready to come when your baby's ready to come. But yeah, 37 weeks, and I was doing a little bit of little sex, and yeah, after that was like in the later in the day, maybe like 7 or 8, something like that. Then around 9, that's when your girl started having these crampy feelings, also known as contractions. When you're pregnant, I'm like, telling my partner like, oh yeah, I'm feeling something, and then that something was contractions. Little ones though. Like 9 o'clock, I started having little ones. It was like cramps, like my period, regular ones. So I'm thinking to myself like, I said I probably should pack a bag, but I'm quiet, like, really want to pack no bag. I'm like, maybe this pain will go away. Yeah. But, so I'm just going through the contractions for maybe like another 2 hours, like by myself, just chilling, really just, trying to lay down and rest. But I'm like, can't rest, can't lay down. I gotta get up and do something, gotta get active. So it's about like 12, everybody's sleeping in the house. I just go downstairs quietly. I'm like, well, my legs were jumping when I tried to lay down. My legs were really like very sporadically moving because of the contractions. I'm like, oh, these are kind of strong. So I just go downstairs and I'm like walking around. Things that helped me that I had looked into during my pregnancy was hypnobirthing, daily affirmations, constant affirmations, reminding myself that I am powerful, that I can do this because I wanted to do this. This is my mission. And yeah, I was just constantly telling myself like, I can do this naturally, I can do this without medication, I'm gonna be good, like I can do this. Just kept saying that to myself, like I'm strong. And I kept looking in the mirror, talking to myself. Like that's one thing that helps me as a person. So as a mother, becoming into motherhood, that was a very powerful interaction I had with myself during labor. I was just talking to myself in the mirror, standing up, just in and out breaths, like, girl, you can fucking do this. Like just telling myself I could do this over and over. So I'm doing that. I'm sitting on the toilet. That's one thing that helped me put my pants on, sitting on the toilet, just kind of letting everything like, breeze out. I'm like, okay, this is this. Like I'm having contractions, I'm gonna do this. Like, I thought like, every contraction, what I heard was every contraction is a wave. Like they come in waves, so just see them as waves. You're riding the wave. So I was riding them waves. I'm not gonna say they wasn't painful, they were painful, but I was riding them waves. And mind you, this whole entire time I'm by myself. I'm through the night, up off the couch, laying down on the couch, like, just walking around, like getting active during my my labor. And one thing that I didn't do that I had heard was very effective during labor is eating. I did not eat the entire time I labored. I was just straight off water. Like I was just drinking water. So which is different for me because I'm a hungry gal. But at that point I'm just like, I can't even fucking eat right now. Like I'm so in the zone. Like I need to, you know, be with myself, be with my spirit. Oh, my girl is asleep. She knocked out. But yeah, I'm just doing the damn thing, walking back and forth in the nighttime, and you know, I labored throughout the entire night from 9 o'clock till 10 or 11 the next day when I had said something to my partner's mom. I'm like, hey, you know, hey, you know, I think I might be, you know, experiencing some, you know, at that time I thought it was just pregnancy pain because, you know, my first time. I'm like, this just might be some pains, you know, I'm having some pains, you know, some cramps, but they're contractions. I'm literally having contractions, getting ready to have my baby, contractions. And I just thought they were cramps, so I told her. She's like, yeah, maybe you should just call the birth center, because I had planned to do my pregnancy, my labor, my not my labor, my birth in the birth center. And yeah, so I had called up there. I'm speaking to the lady on the phone. I'm like, hey, you know, it's Jada. I feel like I'm contracting, you know, I might be ready to, you know, come up there and start getting prepared to have the baby. Lady on the phone tells me, she's like, oh no, you don't sound like you're in labor. It might just be false labor. You can come up and they can check you. So just you know, just see what they say. Just come up and see what they say. I'm like, all right, you know, whatever. So it's around like maybe like 11 a.m. and I'm telling my partner, like, okay, I'm ready to go. So we get ready. We start driving there, and as we're driving there, I'm like, breathing through the contractions, still breathing through the contractions. They're pretty intense, but at this point, like, I just don't know like what actual labor feels like. So, you know, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe I'm not in labor. So we're driving there. I'm like, oh man, you know, the little ahs and the oohs, and then we get there. It's probably like 10 minutes from the house. So we get there maybe like 7-8 minutes. So it didn't take no time to get there, which was good. So it was good that it was a fast ride. We get to the emergency room to go into the birth center and get checked or whatever. But when we got to the emergency room, I'm trying to walk into the emergency room and my legs are like buckling. Like, I'm like, oh my fucking god, like, this is painful. This is so super painful. So I'm like, yeah, let me just take my time. So I'm taking my time. I'm stepping 2 little steps, but I'm by myself because my partner went to go park the car. So I was like by myself walking up into there with my legs freaking buckling, and I'm like, okay, like something's going on. So I get up to the place where they're about to like check the, you know, use the monitors and stuff like that. They're telling me to pee in a cup. So I peed in a cup while I'm up there, but my legs again are freaking buckling. I'm like, oh my god, what's going on? This pain's like, this pain right here, the contractions that I was having in the house by myself and all that, like they weren't making me feel like that. Like they were not making me feel like I couldn't walk or anything. So I'm like, okay, what's going on now? So I get in there, they put the monitors on me, I'm laying on the bed, they're like whispering and shit, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, why are they not telling me anything? And they're like, oh honey, you're 10 centimeters dilated, you're ready to push in a few, we just gotta wait for your water to break. I'm like, oh. So we waited probably like I would say like 25 minutes after, no, 25 minutes after I got there, but 10 minutes after they said that, my water just broke. Like, it felt like a feeling like it doesn't feel like pee, it just feels like a whoosh. So it just came out, came out, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm screaming like my water broke, because at that point the contractions were like, oh my god, like, because you know she's right there in the birth canal, she's ready to come out. So I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck, like, and I just didn't have time to process like everything, you know, that the fact that I was like right about to have a baby as soon as I got there. Like, I thought I would have some time because I planned on doing a water birth and, you know, just having a midwife and a doula and all that. And so it just took me by surprise to just have like the nurse and the midwife there. Like, you know, I still had a midwife, which I'm really grateful for, because, you know, I didn't want the whole doctor thing. I made that plan with them because, you know, I planned to go to the birth center. So they knew kind of what I wanted in my care, and also, you know, my partner just advocating for me, like he would know that that was the plan. But yeah, so anyways, I'm on the bed, they're like, you're ready to push, your water broke. So they transfer me to a different room. As they're transferring me to a different room, I just feel this feeling of like literal transition. Like, I feel like oh my god, like this is about to happen, like I'm literally about to give birth to a baby. And so I'm like laying back on a bed, legs busted open, like one leg's over in China, one leg's over in, you know, up there, whatever. But yeah, my legs are just spread open really wide, and it's around like probably around like 12. This is around like 12. I'm gonna say it's around like 12, and I'm probably like 12:15, something like that. But yeah, I don't know the time. I can't even tell y'all the time. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to your face because I don't even know the time that it was, because everything was such a blur. But that doesn't really matter. I started pushing, and it was just so surreal to like really feel that like the baby was coming down, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Oh. And I looked down, and yeah, I'm pushing out a fucking baby. Like I'm pushing out a baby out of my vagina. And yeah, she came in like 5 pushes under like 25 minutes. I would say like 20 to 25 minutes. It didn't take no time for me to do that, because I just really had it set in my mind that I can do this, and like just telling myself like I can do this really helped me, and just, you know, affirming to myself that I can do fucking anything. Like I literally was like, yeah, I can do anything, like, and I believe that, so I did it, you know. And just practicing my entire pregnancy, doing yoga, eating right, hydrating myself. I'm a young woman, like stretching my body, opening my sacral space, you know, just inviting that energy, inviting the energy, knowing that I can do anything that I can do, you know, anything that I want to do, excuse me. But yeah, I was really proud of myself in that moment. Once my baby came out, it was just like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I had a little bit of trouble connecting in the beginning with my child, like, because it was just so, you know, happened so fast. Like I'm like, like I'm happy to really, I was so ecstatic to see her, and don't get me wrong, but it was just like I don't really know, everything just happened so fast, you know, like everything just happened so fast, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, what the hell? Like, I'm not even prepared. Like, first of all, I'm 37 weeks. I was waiting till, you know, a little bit after, but it was all good. It just happened so fast, you know. She came out super healthy, super melanated. My baby is looking good, and everybody says now that she looks like me. When she first came out, she looked like her dad. I'm holding back on like posting her and stuff, because, you know, that's just personal for right now. That's personal, and I feel like she doesn't even have say in the, you know, posting process. So I don't want to do that right now. But, you know, I just do appreciate the support, and, you know, the people who gave money and who are, you know, checking on me constantly. It's just a really great feeling to know that there's support behind me always, at all times, and just supporting myself. You know, that's a really beautiful process. But I do want to speak on more of how we can naturally, you know, take care of ourselves during pregnancy, and how to really get into the groove of, you know, going about it in a more holistic way, because I feel like a lot of people just don't know. A lot of people aren't educated. I'm still educating myself on that, but it's a passion now that I know what the process feels like, and that you can do it kind of pain-free, or just having that belief in yourself, which makes you feel more strong. And yeah, I just feel like that's a passion for me. It's driving me to want to make more videos. So I just need some questions. Leave some questions in the comments, DM me, whatever the case may be. But I just want to, you know, talk more about my journey with pregnancy and with being a mom, and just kind of learning and teaching, you know, the navigation through the motherhood journey, because it's a beautiful one. And shout out to the Indigo Goddess. I don't know, Sacred Mama Wellness is one of her mostly active Instagrams that she's on. I told her about my pregnancy right when I found out I was pregnant, probably like a month or 2 in, and she was nothing short of giving me like grand advice to, you know, get started, sending me affirmations, sending me things that I can do for my body, yoga poses. That girl is fucking amazing, and I want to link her Instagram below, but I don't know how to do that. So yeah, just I'll figure it out, maybe put it in the comments or something. But yes, please, you know, tap in with her if you want to, you know, get pregnant, or if you're pregnant and you want to, you know, do the same thing that I did. But yes, just having that support team, having a support team, regardless of it being in person or if it be online, whatever it is, just having that support will really up that experience for you and that belief in yourself. So yes, mama, you can do anything you set your fucking mind to, and I'm gonna tell you that firsthand because I'm a living, walking testimony. And yeah, just, you know, do you, have fun. But I just wanted to remake my birth story video because I felt like I left a lot of details out in my last one, and I left out the process of me getting up to that point as to, you know, being holistic and you know, really going through the, you know, motions of natural, wanting to do a natural birth, putting the emphasis on having a natural birth. That's really what that was my mission, that was my goal. So I wanted to put more emphasis on the fact that I didn't want to do it with medication, and I wanted to you know, do it more, you know, more feeling based, like, you know, being able to feel, being able to engage and really, you know, have those contractions and have those feelings of pushing the baby out, like knowing that that's like, you know, power right there in itself. So yeah, I did that, and I'm doing them other things. So let your girl know if you want to see specific things. If you have any questions, like I said, just ask in the comments or DM me something. But yes, that is that. I think I'm probably gonna take the other video down. Girl, my hair looks crazy, but I think I'm gonna take the other video down and just put this one up because I feel like this one has more of an authentic whatever. But yeah, thank you for tuning in, thank you for tapping in. Yeah, that's my story.